I really wanted some college credit, but then, I mean, BYU doesn't take it, but I was still happy I did it.
My parents told me to. That's like the only reason, honestly.
Wait, I had an answer.
I was already going to Hillcrest, and my parents and brother controlled all of my decision making.
I did IB because I really wanted to challenge myself and just the knowledge that it was like the hardest classes I could be taking at Hillcrest.
I really wanted to really broaden my education, rather than taking like AP sciences and stuff, I'd get to take, advanced English, I'd get to take theory of knowledge and just learn how to think about things in a new way.
I wanted to be better prepared for college, and the IB snacks were pretty good.
And also my brother just kind of bullied me into doing the program.
Do not procrastinate. Get your, maybe 8 hours of sleep might be a little too much.
Don't take HL Math or HL Physics.
You can do it if you really want to. Like, regardless of how you are as a student now.
Just make sure that you don't procrastinate on your extended essay, because that becomes a problem.
Enjoy the time that you have in IB because you make your best friends there and you make memories that you'll never forget.
Only do it if you truly want to do it. Like, don't do it for your friends, because if it's not right for you, you're not gonna pass and do a good job.
Man, that's a really good question.
It was junior year math, because I didn't listen, because I was talking with Nick and drawing cartoons the whole time. And
Probably the history IA, because I put it off for so long. Probably the week right before testing, because it's at this point, no studying I do will be incredibly efficient unless I'm just completely cramming.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm thinking of. Junior year was a lot harder because, I had 2 science classes and it was great, and then I had a job and I was on the swim team for about the first semester of my junior year, and it just kept going on. I got 4 hours of sleep every night.
Definitely December of senior year because I was having IAs due left and right, and between everything going on, that was just a really busy time, and I didn't think I would be able to get through it.
Probably that senior testing season, maybe, because it was I didn't test anything my junior year, and so my senior year there was a lot of stress.
I probably wouldn't have skipped class. I probably would have taken better notes. I probably would have studied more.
I would have probably focused more time on school than anything else. I wouldn't have let friends or hanging out or sports come first.
I would have valued my health a lot higher. I would have worked on getting more sleep and eating better, because I think just overall that had a really negative effect, the fact that I wasn't paying attention to any of those things.
I probably would have been a lot more strict with my time management.
That's the biggest thing. I keep going back to it, but you gotta get your sleep now. That's what it's all about. You gotta get your sleep.
Well, I'd probably say that I'd take a higher level class in something besides the hard sciences.
They didn't exaggerate or lie about whatsoever with IB. It was when you write essays in college, it'll be pretty easy.
It's really helped me in the sense that I'm part of a distinct group at the University of Pittsburgh where we have a guaranteed acceptance in the medical school.
So I had pretty much an hour, 20 minutes to write 8 pages, and I did it. And I turned it in 1:44, which was dope, but kind of not, because I did the same thing with my EE. I Peter Kimmed it for sure.
I remember people thinking oh, a 2-page paper is super hard, but I could bust that out in 30 minutes.
Going into MIT, I was expecting the classes to be really, really hard, and they were really hard. But because of the training I had with my IB education, a lot of the material was at least somewhat familiar, and I really felt that it wasn't overwhelming, which was a really, really great feeling going into my first semester of college.
It just helped me mostly with college, because I didn't have to do any generals. It was so tight, and I'm applying for my major in the spring, and I feel good.
I'm a lot better with time management and just the knowledge that I did IB, I can do hard things.
I'm just chilling. I have 3 classes. It's awesome.
Well, it helped me get a job,
My proudest moment was the humanitarian night, just meeting all the refugees and collecting all the clothes for them. And then when we delivered the clothes to them, just like the looks on their faces of like, wow, like someone actually cares about me in Utah. Like I feel safe here. And like I just remember seeing them, and just like it was like a really proud moment to have been able to help them.
I was at the pool for my morning swim before I worked as a lifeguard, and there was like a bunch of ladies doing water aerobics, and I just hear, "Nick scored!" And like, I was like, that's weird. Like, none of the other guards called out my name, and I look, and it's like Kilby, and so I was like, this is interesting. Like, I could have checked my scores instead of going swimming, but I was like, my scores aren't gonna change. She was like, hey, you passed.
Walking out of paper 3 of the HL psych test, like all of us just walked out like hand in hand, and we were just like, that like sense was just like, we're done. It was just like the greatest experience.
Getting a 7 on SL Chinese, that was completely unexpected, out of the blue.
Getting my IB diploma, I did not think I was gonna get it. I literally slept through one of the HL math tests.
Getting like higher scores than my predicted grades, you know, like I got like a predicted like 1 in math and like a 2 in biology, but I got a 3 and a 4 on those, so like that was what I was like most proud of. Just like sort of proving my teachers wrong. I'm sorry, Filthy Phil and Big Daddy Hurlin, but like you needed to believe in me more, man.
Mr. Talbot, I love Mr. Talbot like a lot, so. Wait, I want to do that again. What's a better way to say that?
Favorite teacher was Miss Allen, because she was like truly like a friend. Like adults can be friends to like students, but like she's almost like a student in a way, just like the way she treated me and like acted. I don't know, but like she's also like stern with me, and like her leniency sort of ran out over time, and that like also got me into shape for being like a better student. So yeah.
Mr. Rasmussen all the way. I just loved going to his class, and he was just like such a cute, lovable human. I don't know. I love him. I'm so glad that I got to take his class. Miss Kilby. I know she wasn't a teacher, but she did so much for IB, and she like really cared about all of us. She wanted all of us to succeed, and like, yeah. And we were all super annoying in the IB room, and she put up with a lot of our crap. So shout out to Miss Kilby.